I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. This hey, come, this is the sign. I'm asking for a pen. You got it. So, for the communication, doesn't matter what the language you are using, matters whether the person to whom you are saying something he understood properly or not. This is the effective communication. Hi everyone, today is my 18th day, and I'm on the journey of improving my communication skill, my public speaking skill, and leadership skill. I'm very happy now. Continuously, I'm wake up in the morning, I'm recording video to improve myself. Today, I'll tell you a story how a miscommunication has changed the history of one country. World War II. Everyone, when we hear the World War II, that shudder, all of us. That was the biggest, not one of, the biggest one, deadliest war in the history of human history. In 1939, the World War has started and ended in 1945. In 1945, when the World War II was going, we all know there was two powers, Allied power, in which there was UK, USA, Soviet Union, France and China. And other power was Axis power, Italy, Japan and Germany. I'm not going in detail of why this war was initiated. In 1945, a Allied news reporter, had asked the Japan then Prime Minister, are you going to surrender? Because the Allied power has asked Japan to surrender unconditionally. Allied power asked Japan to surrender unconditionally. Then the Allied reporter, had asked, will you surrender? Then Prime Minister of Japan has replied in Japanese word. I'm telling, maybe I'll pronounce that incorrectly. Moku Satsu. Mokusatsu. Moku Satsu. It means in Japan, I'll think, I'll consider. But the Allied translator has reported this in a way Japan Prime Minister has rejected. This is the gap, what the Prime Minister of Japan wanted to say and what the reporter has reported, translator has reported to the Allied. This one word, after 10 days of that incident, on Hiroshima, nuclear bomb has been dropped, and you know the history. This is the one word. Communication of misunderstood. One word was misunderstood by that person, has changed the life of millions. And even today, we know Japan is facing the effect of that nuclear bomb. So great leaders never focus what he say. Communication can be anything. That can be symbolic, then can be words, then can be written. Communication can be anything. But it is the properly received by the person, by the people. That is the most important thing. If for the effective communication and miscommunication. A miscommunication causes the life of millions in the World War II. So, communication is not speaking out loud what you are speaking. It's depend whether you are touching, whether it is completely clearly understood by the receiver or not. That is the most important thing. All the great leaders, you know, that was the good communicator. Why? Whatever they are saying, the people were feeling that completely understood by the people, by the receiver. So how the miscommunication has changed the life of Japan? This history tells how much cost can be for the miscommunication. In your life also it may be happen. Sometimes you are trying to say something else and the receiver has received in different way. That is possible. This has happened with us also in our life. You're trying to convey some message to your kids, your wife, your boss, your colleagues, but they have misinterpreted, misunderstood. That caused the problem. So while you are speaking with anyone, just ensure whether the receiver who is listening you have received the message clearly or not. You can cross check that message. Have you understood what I'm trying to say? And you can ask him to repeat what he understood. To avoid the communication, to avoid the miscommunication, you can ask the question and clarify what you have understood. Many times I used to ask when I convey my message to my subordinates, my team, manpower, I just ask them to repeat whether you have understood what I have said or not. If they clearly explain what I'm trying, many times I have faced, I told them something, I have instructing something them. When I asked them to do repeat the same, they said wrongly. That was not my message. I feel many times. So it's important while you conveying some message, you are instructing something, you are guiding something to your team, your subordinates, or anyone. Just ensure they have understood your message clearly. That is the most effective way of communication, you can say. Otherwise, what if this will misinterpreted, miscommunicated, that cause the history like World War II, that the cost bear by the Japan. So hope today message what I'm trying to convey with you, you understood properly. While you communicating something to anyone, just ensure whether he has received the message clearly, properly and understood or not. Just ensure it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.